This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
I'm Katie Rammel with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. We are in weather action mode. Monsoon storms causing damage across the valley. In fact, one woman tells us a downed power line hit her car with her children inside.
They were on top of the car, like bouncing and wiggling. So we had to veer over because we were like, oh, we're going to get shocked.
Yeah, from down power lines to roads covered in water, several drivers opting to drive through the flooding on Bell Road. ADOT, though, reminding you to not risk it. Turn around, don't drown. Flooding can often be so much worse than it appears, and it doesn't take a lot of water to carry your car away. From heavy rain to heavy hail, parts of the North Valley getting hit with hail, especially the north end of Paradise Valley near 56th Street and Shea. Lightning strikes part of the reason why it became too dangerous for planes to fly, forcing Sky Harbor to issue a ground stop, meaning no flights were leaving or landing at the airport. More than 150 flights were impacted. You can count on ABC 15 to provide the most up-to-date coverage and get your most accurate forecast in the palm of your hand by downloading our free mobile app.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sellens, tracking more storm chances as we head into the weekend. Now, as we take a look at tomorrow, there is a chance we could see a few little isolated showers early on, but the better chances are going to come late tomorrow night. Here's Futurecast, 11 o'clock. Storms brewing to our east and south and potentially pushing into the Phoenix metro area in the overnight hours. Now, all of these areas you see shaded in green here on the map do at least have a slight chance of isolated monsoon storms tomorrow, all of which could bring gusty winds, blowing dust, lightning, and pockets of heavy rain that could lead to flooding. For the valley, we'll start temperatures in the 80s, end up briefly in the triple digits around 4 p.m., and we'll keep high temperatures in the low 100s as we head through the weekend and into next week. Storm chances stick at 30% for the next several days, but it does look like we'll see a little bit of a better chance toward the end of next week.
Developing now, a search in El Mirage now over. A suspect arrested after police say he tried to get inside Thompson Ranch Elementary School with a gun. All the students and staff are safe. However, the police department says several parents were arrested after trying to force their way onto campus. Two of the parents were tased. A third, police say, illegally had a gun at the school. The department tells us families are not allowed to be on campus during a lockdown. A sad update to tell you about. A 13-year-old killed in that crash overnight on I-17 near Union Hills. Phoenix Fire says 5 other people were taken to the hospital and they are still fighting for their lives. DPS says impairment does not appear to be a factor in this crash, but it's unclear if speed may have played a role. Now to some big developments at the border. Arizona is now stacking a barrier of shipping containers along the Yuma border. Governor Ducey announcing construction's underway to fill the gaps along the border wall, not waiting for the Biden administration, which 2 weeks ago authorized completion of 4 wide gaps in the Trump-funded border wall near Yuma. According to U.S. Senator Mark Kelly, the process for hiring a contractor is underway. The Yuma area is now among the busiest corridors for crossings, taking up local law enforcement and humanitarian resources.
Some have shown up directly to the sheriff's office where he can't process them. And many people have shown up directly to the Mexican consul's office, even though they're not Mexican citizens.
Yuma County Supervisor Jonathan Lyons says he welcomes the governor's actions. This all comes, though, as we learn Arizona has spent more than $3 million to bus undocumented migrants to Washington, D.C. And now it's planning to ask the Biden administration to pay back that money. Arizona's Homeland Security Director says the state sent 37 buses to D.C., and he says it's unclear how many more Arizona will send. A federal judge has unsealed the FBI search warrant and a list of items removed by agents at former President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago property. The filing indicates the Justice Department is investigating potential violations of at least 3 separate criminal statutes, including a statute under the Espionage Act. The unsealed documents show the FBI found 11 sets of classified materials. The Washington Post is also reporting that some of the material in Trump's possession included documents related to nuclear weapons. Trump no longer has a security clearance. For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, visit ABC15.com or download our ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.